If Boy Bhimana, the great poet of this area, had not belonged to this area, they would not have constructed this, prestigious institution here with the help of that Gale, I think, they said. And if it had not been constructed, it is clear that you would not have been here, isn't it or not? That's the reason I personally say thanks to that great poet of this area, Boy Bhimana, and you also, and the management and the faculty who have cordially, in fact, invited me, and they have given me this chance to tell you something. And now after telling thanks to you, to the management and the faculty, now I go to the topic of today's one. Before telling my topic, in fact, see here I have come here and standing here and telling you something. See, this very telling of this, a small talk in front of you, to many people, it frightens. It frightens. Am I correct or not? You may talk with your students every day. You may chat in any way you like outside. But when it comes to a group of, in front of group of audiences or people, what comes to you? There comes an unknown fear which creeps into your backbone, and it doesn't allow you to talk, doesn't allow you to come here and talk. Isn't it correct or not? My dear students, I think you have got my point. I try to use the words in such a way that you understand, because I'm more competent in using words in English. Anyway, now and then I use Telugu also. The today's topic, which I am going to tell you, is expression skills. Expression skills. I go slowly. What are meant by expression skills? See, having been in the field of teaching for a long time, having some command on English, having some communication skills in English, I come to know, I have come to know that the expression skills, which in Telugu are called Bhava Vyaktikarana Samarjal. It is the main hindrance to many students to cope with the competitive field. Isn't it or not? Communication skills, they are different. Communication skills means having some chat with others non-stop in a fixed time, maybe 10 minutes or so that you tell what you want to tell, you express what you want to express to others in a meaningful manner, so that he understands what you say. Isn't it or not? Isn't it or not? But the expression skills or expression skills are Bhava Vyaktikarana Naipinyalu. It is very much needed nowadays to cope with the competitive field. See, you may ask me like this: what are expression skills? What is the need of expression skills? What is the need of learning expression skills? In which way the expression skills are in Telugu, Bhava Vyaktikarana Naipinyalu, are helpful in our daily life? They are very, very essential, my dear students, the expression skills, to be learned by you. See, before going to the very definition of the expression skills, in which way the expression skills are very useful in your daily life, or what boons or dividends it provides you, the expression skills, the knowledge of expression skills in your life, before going to those details, which I take some 15 minutes, I tell you first why you have come here. I am asking you a direct question to you. You tell me why you have come here. For gaining knowledge, somebody Someone said like that. You? Sir? For getting better opportunities. Very nice. You tell me, sir. You tell me, any of you. Please respond. It is an interactive class. I don't want to take my class in a monotonous way, like a stereotype way, so that I am dominant. No. I have been doing that in my class for so many years. Let it be an interactive class. By the end of this class, I hope or I feel that at least some of you come forward and deliver something. Let it be an interactive one, a practical one. Okay, this person said this. He said that we have come here for gaining knowledge. You gaining opportunities. You tell me anything you say. You open. It comes under expression skills. To get some good job. Last, fourth one. You tell me, sir. You tell me. This boy. What's your name? Sir? Dorababu? Stand and say. Why you have come here? Okay. Sit down. See, sir, I am asking you one question. See, some half an hour back, I think you have taken your lunch, isn't it or not? You have taken your lunch. Imagine these people having asked you to learn something, but if they do not provide you the lunch, what will you say? You demand that lunch, or you may ask them to go, you may ask permission to go outside. Am I correct or not? Anyway, they are providing the lunch also here and providing everything to you, isn't it? If they do not provide you the lunch, what will you do? You go outside. If you have the money, you pay it and you get that lunch. Am I correct or not? Here, my point is very, very important. I'm going to tell you. In English, there is a proverb. Telugulo Samita. Need is the mother of the invention. Need is the mother of the invention. Can anybody tell me in Telugu the meaning of it? Need is the mother of the invention. If you want to invent anything, there must be a need. Isn't it or not? Here, there is no need for you to go outside and buy lunch and have lunch and come here. These people are providing you everything, technical support and sumptuous food also. Some nice food I think they are providing you. Isn't it or not? There is no need for you to go and search for the food. Am I correct or not? If they do not provide you the food, you go outside and search for it or not. You go and try to search for the food or not. This is the very most important proverb. I firmly believe if you want something, you have to invent it. If you needed something, you have to find it, you have to search it, you have to grab it, and you should acquire it. Isn't it or not? See, so far your mothers and fathers have provided you everything, financially, books, everything, so that there is no need for you to earn money. There is no need for you to for your dress, for your money, isn't it or not? Do you think that will they provide you the money and everything for you as long as you live on earth? No. There comes the time where you should search for the food. You should buy your own clothes. You should have everything, isn't it or not? When does that time come? If your father and mothers do not provide you that one, then what do you do? You search to find some job. You search to earn some money. You go in search of finding that money or clothes wherever they are available. Unless you feel that there is a need, if it is provided by somebody to you outside, as long as they provide you, you do not go in search of that particular one. Here you have come here. Why? You have come here to acquire some knowledge which is not available outside. You have come here to acquire or to get some opportunity which is not provided by other sources, which you are not getting outside. Otherwise, you won't come here. You feel that this institution provide you some opportunity by giving you some kind of skill, isn't it or not? If they do not provide you the technical support, if they do not provide you the what you need outside world to acquire some job, why do you come here? You have come here in search of some need is there here. Otherwise, you won't come. There are so many people outside, they are not getting this opportunity. Do you know? You have done your 10th class, you have done your intermediate, you have completed your ITI, you have completed your polytechnic or BTech, but you have got this opportunity because you have searched that here some institution is there, they are providing some kind of technical support here. By using this technical support with the help of those nice faculty, I can get some opportunity outside. You are really fortunate and you should be grateful to those faculties and the Gale which is providing all kind of help to you. Be grateful to them. Always be grateful to them. Always be thankful to them. See, I think you got my point. And coming to the next point, I go to another very nice sentence which fits even today, even after some hundreds of years. I tell you one sentence, it has the value even in 21st century also. That very, very important sentence. That is, survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest means what? Where have you heard this very famous, most beautiful sentence I often feel? Survival for the fittest. Those who have come from some biological science background, they know this very sentence. Darwin long back said this sentence when he is writing a famous book called Origin of Species. Origin of Species. Jeevala Utpatti. In the writing of that book, that Darwin used this sentence. What is this sentence? Can anybody repeat that one? Survival of the fittest. Fittest means what? In that sentence, the Darwin used the fittest. Fittest means, do you want to fit? Do you want to survive? Tell me, yes or no. Do you want to survive or not? Do you want to survive, sir, in this competitive world? Last bench. Do you want to survive? Survive, I tell you the meaning. Live. Survive means continue to live. Continue to live. Now you got my point. Survive means continue to live in the midst of so many troubles. Continue to live in the middle of so many troubles. See, the very sentence meaning is survival of the fittest means in this competitive world, the people who are fit, not fit, fitter, not fitter, who are fittest, then those only can survive, live, continue to live, those only can get what they want to get, those only can make a difference, those people who are fittest can gain what they want to gain in their life. You, what is your qualification? BTech, nice. What is your qualification, sir? BTech, nice. Last, what is your qualification? Yes, sir? Degree. What is your qualification, sir? Sir? IT. Here, these 4 students, some 2 have said that they have completed their BTech, 1 degree, 1 maybe ITI or Polytechnic. Do you think that having completed BTech sufficient in this competitive world? Do you think that having had that degree sufficient in this competitive world to survive? Do you think that having the qualification of ITI or Polytechnic, does it suffice in this competitive world? Do you think? I firmly believe that you do not think that having that BTech and having that degree or having that